What's happening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land? I got a good one for you today. What you is looking at right here is our new shop build of Venturi Alpha long barrel version with the bottle. We took the aluminum bottle off, replaced it with a carbon fiber 580cc. We're running our slip fit moderator, which slides over the existing moderator. Since it's kind of like a dual moderator setup, it's extremely quiet, backyard friendly. We've got the tripod mounting block here. It's got a full Picatinny rail down here that you can run pick rail tripod or attach an Arca Swiss fitting on there. Back here we've got our Terminador cheek rest. It's a little wider, taller, and longer. Because I noticed when I was cheek resting this thing, I'm back here, right? So the other cheek rest, my cheek was mostly falling off of it, plus it wasn't high enough or tall or wide enough to get like an actual purchase on the cheek rest, so I kind of wasn't really even touching the cheek rest. And then as well, we got our bottle band with the M-Lock bipod mounted on there to give us a stable shooting platform from the bench rest. We're running a FX Pocket Crony V2, running the Discovery ED PRS Gen 2 5 to 25 by 56. So out of the box, this thing was shooting like 925 on the 18 grain pellets, and there's no adjustability really for this PCP from the external. If you want to adjust the regulator, you got to take this thing apart, and if you want to adjust the hammer spring, you really cannot. So what we did is internal modifications, including regulator adjustment as well as porting, and we also made a new transfer port. We brought the power up from 40 foot-pounds to close to 50 foot-pounds. So let's see what kind of velocity we're getting with the various weight of projectiles, and let's see what kind of accuracy this thing can produce. Alright, so we'll go with lightest to heaviest projectiles. We'll start out with these JSB 16 grain Hades. Now this rifle is a 250 bar fill, so even though we got the 580 bottle, since we're going to test a lot of 5-shot groups, we're just going to run tethered up so that we don't start falling off reg, and then that'll confuse us as far as what velocities we're actually getting, because you know we'll be off reg. Alright, let's see what we can do. Upper left target.
1065. 1068.
Alright, those shots are hovering right around the bulls. Really high velocity at 1065-ish. So not bad for that velocity. We're sitting at the 40-yard range today. And next up is we got these SIG hunting projectiles. These are the 16.6 grain hollow points. They're called the zeros.
One 1049. 231.
I'm not sure what the scoop is on this chronograph. Let me try to mount it under here and see if that helps. Alright, so yeah, the 6 zeros. Another pretty decent 40-yard group for a hunting projectile, you know, especially running that fast. Alright, the next heaviest projectile I've got is a 16 grain. Actually, they're about the same. These are the Predator poly mags. These usually don't group very good at high velocities, but anyways, let's just see what ends up happening. It's kind of an older tin. Skirts aren't looking too good, but I usually reserve these for kind of like close range pesting.
1059.
Woo!
1058. 1055. 1060. 1055.
Well, hot damn! 1060. Predator polymags be wrecking havoc on that quarry. I got some. Let's move on to some target ammo. I got some FX 18.1 grain Diablos.
1023. 1,021. 1,023. 1,023. 1,021.
Wow, those are looking good right there too. All right, let's try these H&N Barracuda 18s. One thing I'm noticing about this Venturi Alpha is it's actually got a very nice trigger. Really smooth, like, and lightweight adjustable first stage, and then a super crisp brake for PCP in this price range. And pistol grip straight out of the box, super comfortable, rubberized, loving it.
1,027. 1,024. 1,024. 1,026. 1,027.
All right, so yeah, I mean, respectable group, but didn't like those as well as the FX Diablo 18, so good to know. But so far, I'm really surprised that in this barrel, you know, we're running a variety of projectiles at like a super high speed, you know, comparatively for what's typically associated with precision velocities, like, you know, high 800s. So we're over 1,000 on all these projectiles, and they're all grouping like PDG, you know, pretty damn good at 40. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this barrel so far. Let's keep going. Let's bring out the AEA 18.3 grain Diablos.
1,024. 1,024. 1,024. 1,024. 1,027.
That was a beauty right there. These look the best as I was pulling them out of the tin, as far as not having any damage. Stoked on the AEA 18.3. All right, let's bump up to the AEA 21.9ers.
971. 970. 973. 973. 973.
What? Terminador edition Venturi Alpha is kicking ass out there downrange. Looking good. Alright, so AEA 21.9ers. Maybe the best so far. Alright, let's jump up to these here JSB exact redesign 25.39ers. These are just the standard version redesigns. They also make a shallow and deep version, but for now let's just run these, see what happens.
924. 921. 923. 928. 924.
Damn. Another one. So JSB redesigns looking good. Pretty happy with what I've been noticing as far as the chronograph readings. I'm pretty satisfied with the shot-to-shot deviation that we're getting here. Alright, so another heavier one that I got is the JSB 28.5 grain exact grand.
887.
This mag doesn't seem to like these pellets very much.
887. 884.
Yeah, these pellets are a little bit too long. They're like popping out of the O-ring.
885. 884.
Alright, so at least we can get a foot-pounds reading off of those heavy pellets. I have a few Zan slugs here. 25, 30, 28 grain. I also have some more slugs on the way, but we don't have them today yet, which is we got an assortment from NSA coming. For now, let's just run these Zans through. We'll start off with the 25.5 grains. I've only got 3 of them left. It's just going to be a 3-shot group.
900, 8. 900, 7. 900, 6.
Alright, yeah. So, I was curious to see, since it was doing so good with all those pellets, if it'll shoot slugs. And I mean, that first one didn't look too bad, I guess. But let's move up to the 28 grains.
876. 876. 876.
2 more.
872. 871.
Alright, not too bad. So the last one I have is these 30 grain Zan. Getting up there in weight. So I'll be surprised if this Venturi Alpha will be able to push them at a decent velocity. But it does have the Terminador power mod, so that'll help a little bit.
848. 848. 846. 845. 844.
Dang, that was a pretty good group. I was a little wobbly on that last shot, but not bad. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with this Venturi Alpha barrel. I mean, it's like a jack of all trades, it looks like. So yeah, good job, Venturi, on speccing this build out. So okay, last thing, for laughs, we'll just shoot these Predator GTOs, 11.75 grain alloy pellets. See how fast they're running. Probably pretty fast. Probably won't group, but let's run them. Got one more target out there.
1,131. 1,131. 1,131. 1,129. 1,122.
Alright, that was funny. Anyway, so yeah, there you have it, ladies and germs out there in YouTube land. Terminator Edition Venturi Alpha long. We also have this same setup right here, the bottle band with the M-LOK bipod for the tube versions, and then the slip fit mod. It's been keeping the muzzle crack down to a minimum, even with the HP, the high power mods on this Terminator Edition. It's still super quiet. So yeah, I'm stoked on that. Cheek rest, a lot better than the OEM as far as comfort, getting a positive purchase on the cheek weld there. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this build. Just that little bit extra power, you know, and it's like an extra 100 or so feet per second over OEM. You know, 8 to 10 more foot-pounds for knockdown power, and then shooting heavier projectiles. So pellets and slugs, looks like it's ripping them both. Pretty good groupings downrange. Those 30 grain Zans were looking good for slugs. And then yeah, I'm sure there's, I mean, if it was shooting those and it shot those other weight of slugs, you know, half-ass, then shoot, I'm pretty sure if I threw a whole bunch of different slugs at this, you know, we could find a couple of slugs that work really good out of this rifle. So so yeah, I definitely like this thing a lot more with this Terminator kit on there than when I was shooting it out of the box. Oh crap, there's some freaking collared doves right there. I will let it, that's a husband and wife. Yeah, see the guy, he's trying to get laid right now, so I'm not gonna bother him. He's doing the, the thing they do. Check out terminatorindustries.com to pick up all these components for your Venturi Alpha, or you can order one fully built up similar to this from the shop. Just call or text us or email us, and then we also offer all these components in all of our popular colorways. So you can personalize. It doesn't have to be tan and black. It could be red and black, could be army green, army blue, like gray, like whatever. We got metallic colors, gunmetal, all kinds of cool different colorways that you guys could personalize your Venturi Alpha with through terminatorindustries.com. And then check out Terminator Monthly for a chance to win PCP through our raffle once a month. I think this month it's going to be a Gauntlet 25 cal Terminator build. Definitely sign up, get a chance to win that. I think we've given away like 10 pretty cool PCPs so far, so that program's doing real well for some of y'all out there that are getting PCP. It seems like a lot of people don't even watch the videos after they subscribe, and then they just get the rifle in the mail and they're like, what? And we got some cool builds coming your way. We got a dual bottle MA2 30 cal pushing 120 something, 125 foot-pounds roundabout. And then we've got a 20 caliber Gauntlet 2 SL coming up pretty soon with Lothar Walther barrel conversion. I think that's it for now, but thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out and checking out this Venturi Alpha build. I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you want to support what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your homies or on the forums, whatever. And other than that, I'm out.